Okay, 10 centimeters.
During the practical you will study fish like we do here. However, this fish came out of the fish container like this one here. Fish actually live in lakes like Lake Rauwbrake, and to be able to measure them they must first be caught, as we will do so in this course using these fykes. A fyke is a long back net kept open by hoops. Hopefully fish will enter through the entrance here. And to get the fish there, the fyke's wing will guide the fish to the entrance. Once a fish has entered the net, it may still swim out. However, inside the back-shaped net there are funnel-shaped nets which will guide the fish further into the fyke and make it more difficult for the fish to exit the fyke. To prevent the fyke from collapsing, it has a series of hoops which need to be laid out properly in the lake when the net is set out. To ensure the fyke is neatly set out in the lake, it has two sticks, of which we here see the wing stick. A similar stick is at the end of the fyke. To be sure that the wing is kept straight up in the water column, its top has a series of floats, whereas the bottom has a series of sinks. The wing is attached to the pole using a simple double flat knot. At the rear end the fyke has two ropes, one which is meant to attach to the stick and another one to close the fyke. Here we show the attaching of the rope to the stick with a simple flat knot and the closing of the fyke with the special little rope and a simple flat knot, double flat knot. Before we can go out to place the fykes, we must check if it's all in proper order. We start at the beginning of the wing to release the knots, which as you can see is a bit of a trouble and is better done before one goes off than when in the boat. Releasing these knots hence is very important because it will enable you to work quicker when on the lake. We take the fyke together in a hand over hand movement, like so, and further collect the hoops, likewise hand over hand. The rope at the end is loosened and it is further checked that the fyke can be opened and closed during practical work. Here you see the fyke is already closed, but for now we open it again. And to make sure it is properly closed before we set out, I close it again. Then we take up the fyke, like so, and put it in the boat.